Want to break down on some of the latest topics from college to the pros? We interview many individuals to share their knowledge about the news stories surrounding the teams and its players. This is Nothing But That Sports Talk. Welcome to Nothing But That Sports Talk. I'm Rafique Louison, alongside my very special guest. Why don't you let everybody know who you are and what you do?
You already know when the ha go. This is Reem'o Meerak Tyson, media personality, actor, gamer, television producer, videographer, the whole shebang. Definitely glad to be here. Oh, and one more thing. Definitely a faithful fan and a half 49ers. You already know what it is. Niners life.
I can tell you're a diehard sports fan, and you're also a diehard video game person that you see. What kind of sports games do you play?
Oh, well, you already know, man. When it comes to sport games, it got to be Madden off the rip. That's number one. NBA 2K, I definitely got to get my swag back in that. But definitely all the way through is Madden. Also, too, a little bit of baseball, MLB The Show. And I got to get back to the fun with NHL. I used to have mad fun with NHL hockey. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, those are my sports titles I definitely play. But Madden is my heart. Madden is my life, soul, my passion, my desire. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually in a Madden tournament coming up. I'm in the finals for it, so whoever wins that final goes to the Super Bowl. So pretty much free trip to the Super Bowl. So
yeah, I know you're gonna click that free trip to the Super Bowl, especially with your favorite team potentially being in the Super Bowl once he gets through. Anybody between the Seahawks, the Eagles. Let's just know any one of those teams could be a problem. Like, which are the three teams you think is going to be a problem for the 49ers when you get to the divisional round?
Give or take, Seattle definitely because of our rivalry. I mean, that's without a question. I wouldn't sleep on the Vikings. I know a lot of people don't really know much about them, but I really wouldn't sleep on them, and especially with Kirk, the quarterback,
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Cousins. The way his stat is still like when he plays on 1 o'clock games, his 1 o'clock game stat is retarded. So, that's tough. That's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The NFC is loaded. You know what I'm saying? Seahawks definitely. I mean, I don't want to see them again because of the, with that sports nostalgic type of thing where when you see a team 3 times, 9 times out of 10, when the team lost the second time, they win again the third time. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I just want my Niners to get through. That's all I care about.
Something that couldn't happen against the Baltimore Ravens early a decade ago when Ray Lewis was playing his final game. Like, why don't you just look back at that? Like,
game, man.
But how does it feel? How do you feel back when the Niners lost the last time? And what can they learn from that time and redeem themselves to win this time around? And also, let's not forget they lost in the NFC title game to the Seahawks. The same Seahawks, I can see. Like, are you just saying that the Seahawks are gonna be a problem because they lost to them and Rashad and this guy? Oh man, it's just Rashad just shut you down. Was like,
Richard.
You try to get a game. You try to get a game winner on me.
Sherm's on our side now, so you know what I'm saying. So I'm not really. I'm happy for that. So Dad, you just talked about 2 games. I really hate talking about too because actually both plays, if Kaepernick would have just went to the check down receiver, not to blame Kaepernick, but if he would have went to the check down receiver, we actually would have won both those games. That's a purest of fact. The other game with I knew that they're not going to call pass interference for Ray Lewis because Ray Lewis is on his outs. So man. I just want my team to win. I'm just going to keep it at that, man.
Don't worry. I'm sure things are going to come around once you get to the division round. And let's not forget the team that's way behind the 49ers, the second seed. You think they're going to be a problem for the 49ers if you end up getting them in the NFC? What do you think they have to do?
I'm not going to lie. Second seed's Packers, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Packers.
Packers, yeah, no, hey, I want to sleep on the Packers, man. I mean, they look pretty dangerous because they got it over the hump. They got over the hump, and now they're in. And then even though we've been successful against them since '99 in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, and a win in Lambeau, you know what I'm saying. But now they got kind of our home. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. I mean, even though we destroyed them in the regular season, it depends on our defense. I think if our defense is solid, we got this. You know, right now the defense is banged up tremendously. You know, you got key players that, you know, we need back. But, you know, if we face them in the divisional, or let's say, for that matter, let's say Packers go to the NFC Championship game. We in the NFC Championship game. Now we got a whole different ballgame because that's Kwan's back. Ford should be healthy by that time. We just signed back Earl Mitchell. That was key because he's a huge plug stopper that could free up Buckner. And if Buckner and Bosa are freed up, that's a problem.
Yeah, no question about that. Because the 49ers, they pulled off miracle wins. I mean, and at one point they were undefeated up until the loss to the Seattle Seahawks. But so I can see why it would be a problem. All I gotta tell you is they're gonna hold their own. And let's talk about the wild card games. Like, who you think gonna win out of the Bills and the Texans?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been telling a lot of people this, and you may be shocked at what I'm about to say. I think the Bills can have a mean upset run to the AFC Championship, and not for nothing. I think they can upset the Ravens based on how they played the Ravens. Despite the Ravens, I think the Ravens won that game by 10. I think when they played in Buffalo, I think they won by 10, if I'm not mistaken. But it's the way it happened. It's just that, you know, the defense got tired. The Bills' defense got tired. But pretty much majority of that game, you saw almost a kryptonite to the Ravens.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to joke. But Buffalo, they're kind of a weird team. Like, they're not bad like New York Jets bad, but they're never good enough to be in the playoffs. This is only their second playoff appearance in the last 20 years of the century. Like, because Buffalo, they've had a lot of offensive weapons, but they just could not hold their own against Tom Brady. Everybody got you over into Tom Brady. Oh, yeah, speaking of Tom Brady, who he thinks going to win between the Patriots and the Titans?
I think Titans going to upset them.
Titans going to upset you? Do you not? I mean, okay, I'll admit there is the fact that Tom Brady has never made to the Super Bowl when coming into the playoffs as a wild card team. There is that one fact, but let's not forget this is still Tom legendary Brady. He has so many, well, except against my New York Giants. I'm a diehard Giants fan, but other than that, he has so many crazy victories in the Super Bowl, including not too long. They shut down the Seattle Seahawks. They came behind to beat the Atlanta Falcons. Tom Brady just got it. I mean, I'm really telling you, do not sleep on Tom Brady.
I'm not sleeping on Tom Brady, but let's call the facts to where the facts is. His receivers can't separate. Let's just keep it above. Let's keep it above. With the exception of Edelman, who else from them has been separating away and making things easier for that team? Do you think that you honestly think the Patriots are to be what? Where did they this year? 11-4, 11-5? Are you really thinking they're 11-5 team? With whom they have? They're an 11-5 team.
All I gotta say is they would not be in this position if it wasn't for the late second loss to the Miami Dolphins. Miami of all teams.
Which is crazy, but look at that game. They were struggling. It was so bad that they were struggling. It took what? It took a James White play, right? It took a James White play just for them to get up ahead. A lucky James White play, and then what happened? Came down, the defense just slept on Miami, and Miami won the game off a freaking field goal.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. Once you run at that defense, because believe it or not, the Patriots' defense is not a great run defense. You got to remember, they're not a great run defense. They're a great pass defense. And what's the race is run heavy. You got two running backs. Run heavy after you. You got Henry, you got Derrick Henry, and you got what's his name? Deion James? If I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. They're running, and believe it or not, Titans defense, don't sleep on the Titans defense. The Titans defense actually plays both pass and the run. So I'll keep it above. Look, don't get me wrong. I know not to bet on Tom Brady, but let's look at the overall aspect here. You figure Titans, if Titans get the ball first and they do the strong drive and make the impact and just score 7, let's say 7, not even 3 points. Let's say they do first drive, boom, 7 points. And the defense can make a hold and it may say a couple back-to-back holds, you're talking about a different ballgame. And Tannehill's not scared. Look at Tannehill. Tannehill is a different quarterback from when he was on the Dolphins. He's on the Dolphins. If you'd have told me Dolphins Tannehill, I'd have been like, nah, you're bugging. Nah, I don't know.
It's crazy because
this dude is not scared.
Oh man!
Look how he's playing. He's not. Look at the game against the Texans just to solidify their spot. He was not scared. He was rifling the ball. He was not scared. He was like, I don't care. Bomb. He was going at him. So listen, if you got that team who's going into it in Foxborough, going, okay, F them, I don't care. I don't care what's happening. I don't care what's gonna happen. Yo, bro, I'm telling you, that might be an upset. I'm keeping a buck, bro. That might be an upset.
Tom Brady has been upset in the first round before.
Right.
Remember that one game where they got literally derailed by the Baltimore Ravens like literally a decade ago? And Baltimore is like one of Tom Brady's top AFC rivals of his time in the Patriots. Now, before we continue with the playoff predictions, assuming Tom Brady gets knocked out by the Titans as you predicted, where is he going to go? Will he retire or just finish it off with another team in a veteran contract?
What's so funny, shout out to my co-host, Kiyoshi. We had talked about it actually on the podcast. I just gave a spoiler. Talked about it on the podcast about that. Give or take. That's a good one. I think his best bet, if he is to go to another team, I think his best bet is to go to the Chargers.
Chargers with Phillip Rivers coming off the bench?
No.
Really?
No. Well, Philip's probably leaving. So, give or take. Chargers, I take a shot on Tom Brady for 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be a good start to an LA Chargers franchise that's moving to a new stadium along with the Los Angeles Rams. Imagine Tom Brady. Oh, man. It was because of Tom Brady, the AFC East is always one-sided. Always one-sided, with the one exception, the Miami Dolphins in 2008. But it was always one-sided with this guy.
Right.
I don't know. All I got to say is, let's just get on to another prediction. Saints versus Vikings. Who you got in that matchup?
Is Michael Thomas back?
Yeah, he might make a big difference.
No. It depends if he's back. That's because history repeats itself again. Saints are they home or
they're at home?
Oh, Saints are at home. Oh, Saints are home now. They should win that. Despite history with them back in, what was that? That was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
When the Saints lost.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that was that one game.
Yeah, I don't know. And Kirk Cousins, what did Kirk Cousins do? Kirk Cousins went at the Saints. No, was that when they got Kirk Cousins? No, that's when they had what's his name? Not Kirk Cousins. Sam Bradford.
Yeah.
Was that the Sam Bradford game?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know. You're talking about two good defenses going at each other. It's just that one team has a better high-power offense. But Saints at home now, they should get that.
They should. Drew Brees, come on, man. I mean, it's been over a decade since the guy won a championship. But I don't imagine that the Saints could end up starting this decade off the way they started the last decade.
Yeah, they had won the ring.
Yeah. Now, on to another matchup. The Seahawks versus the Eagles.
That's gonna be a dogfight. That's gonna be a dogfight.
Russell Wilson has Super Bowl experience.
No,
I mean, so is the Eagles.
Both of their secondaries suck. It's really just their front seven. Both their secondaries suck.
Yeah.
Both their secondaries suck. But the X factor is Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch, come on, man. It's a good thing Seattle brought him back when they did.
Yeah, but no, I think he's the X factor. I think if he has a stellar game, yeah, they could upset them. They could beat the Seahawks. They could Seahawks could beat them in Philly. But then there's that Carson Wentz factor. He's been kind of on a tear. He's been on a tear and in late games too. He's been on a tear in late games. So
Yeah, is he ever? Do you remember? I mean, with the only exception, you remember the 49ers finished off the NFC West, winning that title when that last stake and goal line
oh my
stand.
God, Greenlaw!
I know that was so epic.
Greenlaw should have been in a Pro Bowl just off that play. He's gonna be special. Let me tell you something. Greenlaw is going to be a problem. And I'm not being biased because he's on my team, but he's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem. He's definitely going to be a problem, man. And it takes a lot for rookies to make plays like that. But yo, bro, he is going to be a problem. That just alone just boosts his confidence tremendously. You know what I'm saying? I even DM'd him. And congratulated him on that. Like that play is like easily for this season. It's like it got to be top 10 plays. Easy.
Because it was a crucial game for any of those teams to win the division. And the 49ers, did not win that game, they would have been the wild card.
Yeah, look who he started from. Look at the play where he started from. He started off 2 feet off of the catch. 2 feet off the catch. And made the hit. The perfect angle to hit. You know, all right, I'm speaking on some football shit. I mean, I played it when I was younger, but I got that one hit and got knocked out. But but it's just people don't understand, man. That football, like that's my heart. Football is my passion. That's like, it's a matter of games, inches, and feet, man. Like, God forbid he wasn't like 5 feet away from it. Well, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, it really is. It would have been a touchdown. It was just a lot of intensity in that game leading up to this point. What Super Bowl matchup do you want? Because y'all know you want the 49ers to win. What about the AFC?
Oh, no, we already know. Come on, man. We already know. It has to be the Ravens. Like, I don't care. I don't care. It has to be the Ravens. I don't care about the dream matchup with Tom Brady versus Garoppolo. The only other team I could say probably the Chiefs, and only because of that, for Jimmy to get his revenge against the Chiefs. But no, it's Ravens or nothing. It's Ravens or nothing. It has to be the Ravens. That we lost to them in week 10 or week 11. No, week 11. We lost to them by 3 points only. That hurt. That was bad. That hurt.
Well, this is what happens when you face a high-power offensive and defensive Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson is no joke.
Yeah, he is. He's the best quarterback in the league. Hands down. You know what I'm saying?
And this Jimmy guy, he's just no joke either for the 49ers. I mean, nobody thought they could... I mean, with all due respect, I did not think that your 49ers could develop this quick after they had one of the worst seasons a few years ago. Almost as bad as the Giants.
Right. No, hey, listen, man. Shout outs to the front office, John Lynch. Like, I knew when even a couple years ago when I heard we were signing him, I knew what his game plan was off the rip. Because just like what he did when he was on Tampa Bay, he basically built us like Tampa Bay. And what was Tampa Bay all about? Tampa Bay was about the defense. It was about running, and it was about a solid quarterback that didn't make too many mistakes.
No question about that. Baltimore versus San Francisco 2 is going to be a serious matchup. Now,
yes,
on a side note, why you decide to be a 49ers fan?
Ooh, man, brother, you got me. You don't have me show my age on your show.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
This is all good. It's all good. This is a long time. I've been a Niner fan since 1987. Since 7 years old. You know what I mean? My house was like a diverse house when it came to fans for NFL fanship. So my brother was a Steelers fan. My older brother was a Giants fan. My mom didn't like football. My grandparents, they were both Jets and Giants. And I was conflicted because I really didn't like Giants and Jets football during those times. To me, it was boring. Like, I don't mind defense, but it was just like, nah, come on. Let's throw it down the field or something. It was boring. So it was like one Monday, I'll never forget, it was a Monday Night Football game. It was 49ers versus the Browns. And I was stuck on the TV. They're like, yo, watching it. And Montana went back, bam, hit Jerry Rice on a post route. touchdown. They hit hit John Taylor on another route, touchdown. I was I just became a 49er fan and been with them for the last 32 years.
Talk about commitment. That's how you choose your teams, because honestly, I'm a Giants fan. I picked the Giants by default just because of the fact that I'm a raised New Yorker and everything. And of course, my Giants couldn't make the playoffs, so trying to beat the 49ers again like they did. But they way back in the game.
Let me say, don't talk about that game, man. But, that game in 2011, y'all got away with lucky in that one.
Yeah, we did. We really did. I'm not gonna lie.
If it wasn't for that Manningham play, we would have beat the Patriots. We'd have beat the Patriots. Like, if it was for that Manningham play, man, that Manningham play, I'd never forget it. He got out of the pocket. I don't want to talk about it.
Don't worry, we won't. And obviously, it pays me to not talk about this too. We've come to the end of our show.
Oh man.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Nothing But That Sports Talk, everybody. And thank you, Reem, for being a special guest on the show. I'm glad you reached out to me as a special guest. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Being a diehard football fan talking NFL playoffs. I'm glad you managed to come on.
Yes.
For those of you football players, get your head in the game.
Yeah, that's it. All right, man.